This right here is a message, supposedly, from the Mayiza, El Mayo side, for those that don't know the difference. And the translation is as such. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone who wants a truce and wants to stop fleeing or fighting a losing war that isn't even theirs, raise a white flag and we will take it into consideration. Acquaintances and outsiders alike. Everything for a better Culiacán.
No mames, wait.
First, we're going to break down the words, because there's some interesting use of language, and I want to look at the Spanish. Cualquier persona que quiera tregua y quiera dejar de huir, so I guess that's flee, o pelear, fight, una guerra perdida y que no es suya, que levante bandera blanca y lo tomaremos en cuenta conocidos y personas ajenas. No, y tomaremos en cuenta conocidos y personas ajenas. Todo por un mejor Culiacán. Shout out Velez. That's one of them, Velez. Anyone who wants a truce. Now that's an interesting word. I don't believe we've heard word of truce in this war at all. Heard a lot of words. Just yesterday, el 8-5, el 9-8, el 26, they all got arrested. But I've never heard the word truce. They didn't say anyone who wants peace. Anyone who wants a truce. And then he takes the first shot. Well, that's, a truce is a shot to somebody that feels like they're winning. If you're talking to somebody and they feel like they're winning, truce is an insult. But then he gets to anyone who wants a truce and wants to stop running like a bitch. Right? Basically what he said, right? Anyone who wants a truce and wants to stop fleeing or fighting a losing war. All right, there goes insult number 2 or 3 or something like that. A losing war that isn't even theirs. A losing war. Anybody who wants peace, if you don't want to get your ass kicked no more, if you want to stop being scared, don't worry. Here's what you have to do. Raise a white flag and we will take it into consideration.
No. No, mommy's wait.
And this is not just to, this is to acquaintances and outsiders alike. Just wave the white flag. No mistaken identity here. We're going to honor this deal. We're going to take it into consideration. We've considered it.
Your services are no longer needed in the community.
Who the bomb clot?
Oh. That's it. So those things stood out. Again, this is still propaganda. This is still a letter of war. Hey, man, y'all want us to stop fucking you up? Wave a white flag and we'll think about how we dispose of you. It's so diplomatic. You can set up a meeting. You're all welcome. We can talk about this truce. Instead of you pleading for your family's life before I make you make a video shitting on my enemies, we could talk about it first. You could plead to me sitting across the table from you, and we'll take it into consideration. That flag isn't really white. It's more of a beige, off-white, eggshell type color. That ain't it. Will a couple of people probably take this offer? Maybe. How they're going to facilitate, how do they facilitate these things? I don't know. Evidently, in Mexico, there's some kind of magic where everybody just can look at everybody and know who they run with and who they support, and I don't understand it. But this is basically, if you're done getting your ass whooped, go ahead and sit across the table with a white flag. Better be white. Let's handle this shit. Shout out EC12. I guess they're trying to get rid of the remaining Chapitos in Culiacán. People are saying that apparently Maito Flaco is now taking over that territory. I don't doubt it. Honestly, I don't know how much I believe, and I could be wrong, and somebody's going to have to show me and prove me wrong. I just don't know that there's, anything left of that organization. I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like they've merged. Now it's the alliance. They right here, this is like, come on, we'll take care of you. We'll consider you. Some people are going to take that call. Some going to make it. Some are, some it'll be taken into consideration, and after careful consideration, it still ends up with the upper room.
The upper room.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for those conversations. Zorada and Tere flying together to go sit at the sit-in where they do the negotiations for the truce, the tregua.
No mommy's wake.
You think anybody took them up on their offer yet? The Post says, the following information is circulating about a truce offered by Los Mayos to members of Los Chapitos or Los Chapos. It says, we share the following comment made by a follower. Thanks to all our followers. And the comment is, from the beginning they should have done that. It was a totally unnecessary war that no one wanted to fight. It only brought ruin and death to the state of Sinaloa. P.S. Truces are not offered by belittling the rival. And even less so if they wanted to go full force to fight in Mazatlán, for example. I don't know what that end of that is all about, but whatever. My understanding was that the message is for the Sicarios working for the Chapos, but I don't know. Quite possible. Remember, listen, the message is for acquaintances and outsiders alike. But they did do it with a side of sarcasm and menace. All right, a fuck you. There's a fuck you in there. Anyone who wants a truce and wants to stop running or fighting a losing war that ain't even yours. Chapos are accused of the hit that happened a few days ago. Maybe Mayos doing this to look good for the media, political figures. Propaganda. Quite possible. Yeah, look at those motherfuckers smoking people on live streams. Aquí estamos offering peace to anybody who wants to stop running.
Run.
What would be better for Culiacán? Would it be if both groups didn't exist? But of course, that's never going to happen. I mean, everybody seems to believe that it's a more peaceful Culiacán if the Mayiza's in charge. I think the only ones that don't believe that shit are the Chapitos. I wish we could rid the earth of them all, but we live in a world of lesser evils. I think that's where we're at with that. The question is, you think Culiacán is exhausted with this shit already? Like, man, enough of the bullshit. I'm sure Ivan will have banners put up and a lot of bodies laid out soon and say these guys are the worst of the worst and they're trying to clean up Sinaloa. Just back and forth propaganda. Everybody bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bunch of fucking lies. Just like they weren't pushing no fentanyl here. The bottom of the letter says, everything for a better Culiacán. That's the slogan, man. That journalist Katerina Zoc posted a video where she was in Culiacán. Apparently they don't sell narco things anymore. So yes, I feel like the people are so over the cartels. Like, what do you mean? Like the shirts and shit? Yeah, they should have never fucked. Well, I guess there was an economy in it. Man, sell some bootleg Chicago Bulls jerseys, please. Bootleg soccer jerseys, something. Yeah, they probably tired of that shit, man. Todo por un mejor Culiacán. Let's all do it for Culiacán. America, fuck yeah. But if you want to stop running, if you want your ass to stop getting kicked, you put up a white flag. Now, where do they want them to put the white flag? On their backpack? On their front door? Where they want them to wave their white flag? In the street? What if without a white flag, you didn't know if I was with you or against you? I'm kind of pointing myself out to you if I got the white flag. Where am I? How are we doing this? How does this truce work? Who lets the supervisors know where we can go and where we can't? Can I talk to HR, please? I got questions. I got questions about this truce. This truce sounds a little sloppy, a little slopation. Huh? The fuck is going on around here? Yeah, they used to sell shirts, necklaces with the faces of the narcos on the streets of Culiacán. She went recently and they're not selling those things anymore. Oh my God, good. Good. Gotta start that shit from the inside out. Purge. Shout out Kenny, not HR. Gotta holler at HR, man. What's this truce look like? How the fuck do you know that how you gonna take me into consideration? I want my consideration. Can I get my consideration? How am I gonna get my consideration? Where you want me to wave this flag at, man? Shout out there. A person I know from Sinaloa said it would be better for the Mayos to run it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, them guys are crazy. Them other guys are crazy, but I've heard some crazy over there. I want to know what's expected. What is this Manta telling them to do? Let's just say I'm the guy, right? I'm tired of running. Huh? I'm looking for a truce. Even before this war, it seemed like there was no one really liked the Chapitos. This was probably after the Culiacanazo. I mean, that's a big one. You burnt the whole fucking city down to catch a motherfucker that got caught again, or to rescue a motherfucker that got caught again. White flag at the police station. What you mean? You gotta take a white flag to the police station? That's a lot of work. Do any of you think this is a sign of things to come? Do you think this is a sign that things are coming to a close? That the word truce was even used? Or is this just some other jerk off that just put up a manta that has nothing to do with nothing, that said fucking just did it? Which I'm sure they can't just do. I'm sure you just can't be sending messages in the name of. Is it in jest? Is it a joke? Is it satire? Is it funny? Is it supposed to be funny? Was this said in jest, or is there really, they got to put a white flag on the pole? Do they put a half mast? Everything could be propaganda, but it does seem that the Chapitos are losing. Also, they keep reporting that the brothers are negotiating. I keep hearing it. But we've been hearing it for a long time. Anything's possible. Everything's possible. I think a sign that Chapos are done is the U.S. turning their attention to CJ&G. They've already arrested so many people that work for Ivan. And everybody whistling Dixie. Here's what the guys with the white flags should do tomorrow. They should put out their own manta and be like, hey, hello, I'd like to take you up on this truce, but I got a couple more questions. I was wondering if I could talk to customer service or move it up the line to HR or whatever, and have a conversation about this truce, how this would work out, and what are the considerations really. I was simply alucin. I was a wannabe. How do I you want to recruit me? Oh, okay. And if I don't, the white flag don't mean shit. You cover my face with the white flag and close my eyes. Oh, all right. Thank you. I'm gonna take an application with me, and hopefully we'll speak again. All right, gotta go. Bye. I read a lot of things into that. I read what they want me to see. They want me to see the sarcasm, the shots. They want to look better than the guys that are being claimed responsible for taking out the live streamer on a live stream in a KFC in Culiacán. Maybe they're belly laughing and gotten to the point where they feel like victory is imminent. It doesn't end there. If it's true that the Chapitos organization no longer exists and they've been swallowed up in a hostile takeover, they just morphed into something else. That's all it did. Nothing to see here. If you find out any information on how the program works, how the Truce program works, let me know. I bet Ivan regrets turning in Mayo. I wonder. That guy, those guys, it's hard to... The propaganda is real. It's hard to read them. The biggest read I got on them was the kidnapping of Mayo and the alliance with the CJ&G. That shit told me the most. That told me that they needed help. They was willing to negotiate. At the end, if it was going to be a Mexican standoff, it was going to be what it was going to be. But I think we're past that. I think they have become a new organization. And they're losing all their leaders. They done lost Mencho. So I don't know how that goes. The other guy got 25 million on his head.
Millions!